Hey everybody, welcome to Paul Mash TV, bringing you the very best indie country from all over the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen, he is Paul.
Hello everybody, and thanks for joining us again for another edition of Paul Mash TV. I'm Paul Mash, and we're glad that you could join us again today. And if you're watching us on YouTube right now, don't forget to click that subscribe button, and you'll get all our latest episodes when they become available, and get any updates. And just go to facebook.com/Paul Mash TV if you're on Facebook, and like the page, and you'll keep up with some of the updates there as well. And you can go to our official website, paulmash1.wix.com/Paul Mash TV. And all of our interviews are there as well. And you can also email us at pmashtv@gmail.com. And you can email us about anything, and we'll always respond to you no matter how you chose to contact us. So we'll repeat all that during the closing credits in a few minutes. So don't stay tuned for that. Right now from Pekin, Illinois, we have Gearld Roath. And he's a very talented musician, and just like all of our musicians here, and you'll see that soon enough. So without further ado, let's welcome Gearld Roath right here on Paul Mash TV. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another interview here on Paul Mash TV. And with us today, we have Gearld Roath. Thanks for joining us, Gearld.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I guess we ought to start by asking the obvious question here. What was it that made you decide to become a musician? Everybody's got their own story, and I'm sure you have your very good story to tell us about that.
Of course. Well, I grew up in a family full of music lovers. Of course, my mom, my grandma got me into the oldies, the 50s music, Elvis, so on, Buddy Holly, and the Beatles. And then, friends of mine got me into more rock stuff like Motley Crue. And my dad, grandpa got me into country music. Mm-hmm. So I'm just a universal musician that loves all music except for some. I'll put it that way.
Okay, well that's a good story. I mean, like I said, I personally, here on Paul Mash TV, we interview that it doesn't matter the genre. And of course, one reason is because I'm kind of universal when it comes to music too. I mean, I like all kinds myself, so
Oh yeah. To me, I think it's great to be like that because you're open to all kinds of different styles, and it helps me as a songwriter, and I'm self-taught, no lessons. Taught myself how to play guitar, which is weird. I'm right-handed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I play guitar left-handed, still strung right-handed way. So, yeah, I've been singing and playing and writing since I was 12 years old.
Okay. Well, what would you say? I guess some of the musicians you mentioned were probably big influences. Do you have any others on your mind that?
Well, for country music, it'd be George Jones, Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, of course, Willie Nelson. One of my favorite would be a big influence on me would be Randy Travis.
Mm-hmm.
Old school country,
Mm-hmm.
Just a bunch of those, those type of people from country. But my style is it varies. I do country, I do rockabilly, I do blues, I do gospel, I do rock, I do metal, I do punk. I just have all these intertwined in together as one big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why people say, "Well, what's your style?" I'm like, "Well, I have many styles." But,
Yeah, that's true. And you did mention a couple pretty good, the classic country musicians, like you said, George Jones, and sometimes I forget about those legends, but they really have put country music on the map. So those are pretty good influences there.
Definitely.
As far as albums go, have you had any albums, or are you planning on doing any in the future? Maybe you could talk a little bit about that.
It's in the works. I want to do. We're trying to do a combo. Instead of doing a CD first, we wanted to do a DVD of all my videos first, then put out the CD, or maybe combine the two together as a package. Right now, we're still working on that. There's no definite thing on it exactly yet, but I have tons of videos on YouTube. under Gearld Roath. Let's see, I'm on Reverb Nation. I got songs on there. My MP3s are on there, and my videos are on Reverb Nation under Gearld Roath. I'm just like everywhere. I got all these different radio stations playing me. I just recently got with, and I hope I'm saying it right, Ichoda Records. Is that right?
It's almost right. It's Dakota Records, I do believe.
Okay. My mistake. I apologize. But,
no, people do that all the time. So it's
I just recently got with that label, and they're pretty cool, nice people, and they're helping me out. So, but yeah, I've gotten this far from self-promoting myself and making my own videos, pushing them out there, pushing my stuff to the radio station.
Right. Well, that's good. And we're getting ready to show a music video in just a moment or two. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that song and so forth?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs, actually. It's called Traitor. And I got the inspiration from it from a lot of things that's going on, really, with our own America and the government, kind of like a Civil War kind of thing. But also it made me think about the past, with the Civil War back then, and the guy's on the run, he's hiding out in the swamps, and the law's after him with their old shotguns, and they want to take him in for something he didn't do, and they said he was a traitor because he didn't love his country and all that kind of stuff. I like to tell stories, in my songs I'm storytelling more or less.
Yeah, like the VH1 thing, I guess, right?
Yeah, kind of like that, But
yeah.
But I think some music's lost that. I think some music today has lost that storytelling ability to some of the songs. You know what I mean? This music's changed so much, and some of it just people listen to it for a beat. I listen to it for everything in the song. I listen for the guitar note, drums, bass, the lyrics. I listen to every little part of a song to get that, fulfillment of a song. And I think a lot of music today has lost that true feeling, like songs that can make you have goosebumps on your arms when you hear it, or a sad song that makes you feel it in your heart, or an adventure song that makes you close your eyes and picture yourself in that story. You know what I mean? And I want to bring some of that old traditional stuff back if I can.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I think a lot of the Dakota Records are trying to strive to do, because they want that classic sound, to country, and of course there's the new country, which nobody really puts it down or anything like that, but it's really the old country that really put it on the map, and as I mentioned earlier, and I think that's I think it's pretty good when artists try to do that. So
yeah, I agree with you totally. I totally agree with you on that one.
And well, I think that's about all I can think of for right now, Gearld. And we'd love to have you back sometime. So if you ever have anything good to plug, maybe you can come back on the show sometime.
Sure, no problem. As long as you'll have me, I'll be there.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and play Traitor by Gearld Roath right now on Paul Mash TV. Don't go away.
I'm hiding out in the swamps on my daddy's porch, waiting for the law to track me down with their old shotgun. They're gonna try to take me in for something I didn't do, but I'm not gonna peacefully, I'm gonna handle it. I'm gonna handle it like the backwoods do. Better bring a posse, cause I'm not going down there fine. I'm gonna stand and hold my own with all my might. I can take it down without a gun on my side. I'm a country boy, back with boys can survive. stay alive. I can tread through the woods without making a sound. Then I'm right up on you. Boom. As you hit the ground. Gonna take an army, try to take me down. I'm not the same as you, I don't come from your town. I'm not an outlaw, I never did the things I said I did. You're probably wondering what you said that I did wrong. You said I was a traitor, and I didn't love my country, 'cause I wouldn't join their fight against their enemy. I didn't think it was right, I didn't. No, I didn't think it was right. 'Cause I'm from the backwoods, can't you see? We don't take any crap from anybody. No, anybody. No, anybody. I'm from the backwoods boys know how to stay alive. Stay alive. Backwoods boys, stay alive.